it is so important to prioritize our mental health, not only for ourselves, but for our children. We should look out for our families. You're never too young or too old to address some of the issues that you may have. And sometimes it takes a little help to figure out and to pinpoint where these things are coming from. It may be where you least expect it. Today I have Miss Jamie here with DFW PMA BH of Corpus Christi to explain the unique approach they have to addressing mental health issues and helping you explore your inner self and be the best version of yourself. So it's so great to be with you today.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here.
Of course. So first, let's explain all these initials.
Okay.
These letters. What does DFW PMA BH stand for? What do you guys do?
We are a multifaceted practice. We have psychiatry, we have psychology, we have therapy. We are soon going to have family medicine that will be in there as well. So we take this holistic approach to our patients, and our patients typically come to us looking for, just like you said, something is going on, whether small, whether big, something is happening, and they're looking for that help.
Absolutely. And as parents or as children, and we're looking out for our parents, we want to help as much as we can, but life is so busy, and truly when it comes to trauma or mental health issues, it can be really hard to pinpoint where these things are coming from, as I mentioned earlier. So you specialize in the therapy, right?
Correct.
The director of therapy. Where do you see that there are so many pros to this collaborative effort, and what specifically does the therapy part do?
Therapy really helps the patient to understand themselves, the inner workings of the thought process, the impulse control, the way we think, the cognitive part of our brain. We use a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy, restructuring those thoughts, rewiring the brain, if you will. So many times we learn things when we're this big, and it carries us all the way into adulthood. I know it's very cliche, tell me about your childhood, tell me about your parents, tell me about your upbringing, and people are like, I don't want to talk about that right now, I need to talk about this. But all of that has led to this. You can come just for therapy. You can come just for psychiatry. The beauty is medication and therapy work so well hand in hand and work so well together, because the medication helps settle the brain down, take some of those racing thoughts away, to where therapy can come in and make sense of the racing thoughts. Psychology is there to do a lot of testing, to test for ADD, to test for ADHD, to test for autism, to really get that deep testing and not just the surface level testing. A lot of times that happens with the school, for instance.
Yes.
With ADHD is probably the one that is diagnosed the most heavily. And sometimes it's not ADHD, it's impulse control, or it's oppositional defiance. Could be any number of things.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love that we're in this era of kind of destigmatizing, addressing our mental health issues and letting it be a part of an open conversation, and understanding that we all got something going on that could definitely use a little bit of help from an outside source. So get in touch with our friends at DFW PMA BH of Corpus Christi. Let them know Coastal Living sent you, and get the help you or your loved ones need. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.